started.
I'm giving you the options, you see. Okay, fine. So what is the first use of a dimension beta? It is used for the convention of your units. I told you, for any given physical quantity, numerical value into unit must be equal to constant. That is n into u is equal to constant, or n1 u1 is equal to n2 u2, or else I can write here n1 by your n2 will be equal to unit u2 divided by u1. Then,
Yes, sir.
is it clear? Now see, in this problem, what we have taken right now, the given condition right now, the part affiliation, the density, no, this one, no. The SI unit of the work is joule, convert it into your CGS unit. So dimensions of the work is how much better? M into L square T power minus 2. Dimensions of work are what? M into L square T power minus 2. So N2 by N1 is equals to U2 by U1.
Yes, sir.
It is N1 by your N2, N2 by N1. Okay. N2 by N1 means if I take this N2 here, so from this one I can write here N2 divided by your N1 will be equal to how much better? U1 divided by U2. So unit
Yes, sir.
of the first one divided by unit of second one. So
Yes,
I'm writing this mass in terms of M1 by M2 to the power of 1, L square kabatti L1 by L2 to the power of whole square, T1 by T2 to the power of minus 2.
yes, sir.
So N2 by N1 is equal to M1 is in SI system. So it is 1 kg by 1 gram, 1 meter by 1 centimeter, 1 second, 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, anyhow will get cancelled. So this will be equal to how much better? 1 kg divided by 10 to the power of minus 3 kg, or it is 1 meter by divided by centimeter. I'm converting into meter, 10 to the power of minus 2. So this will come out for me how much right now better? N2 by N1 is this goes up, that will become 10 to the power of 3, 10 to the power of minus 2 whole square is 10 to the power of 4, so that is 10 to the power of 7.
Yes, sir.
So N2 will be equal to how much beta? N2 is equals to 10 to the power of 7 into
7.
N1. N1 value is how much for me? 1. So therefore I can write here 1 joule will be equal to 10 to the
10 to the power 7
power of
hertz.
7 hertz. 1 joule is equals to 10 to the power of 7 hertz, because this is N1, this is your U1, and this is your N2, and this is your U2. I got U2
Yes,
value,
sir.
N2 value is how much? 10 to the power of your 7 part affiliations. I hope you got rough idea related to that
Yes, sir.
convention of
Actually, yesterday we took by mistake. It was 10 to
units.
the power of 7 joule లెక్క తీసుకున్నాం.
Yeah, we have taken that condition there. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. What is the next second use? So today's class is right. What is date today? 03 kida?
Yes, sir. 04,
3
sir.
or 4?
4, sir.
Today is 4. Today is 4. So it is 04/02/2021. So now let us try to go for the second use better. So second use of a dimension is to check the dimensional correctness of any given physical quantity. To check the dimensional correctness of a given physical quantity Okay, so that is of your second use. See, what is second use better? We can check the dimensional correctness, that whether the given equation is dimensionally correct or not. We can use by this method and check that whether the given formula given for me was correct or not right now for us. Okay, now see, for example, you know the equation V is equal to U plus AT,
Yes, sir.
isn't it? So we can check the correctness of this equation, that the given equation is correct or not. So for this one, what we'll be doing is we'll be using the principle of your homogeneity of your dimensions, according to which beta dimensions of all the terms on the two sides of equation must be the same. Okay, so I can say that this is based on the principle of your homogeneity. So what is the principle of your homogeneity beta? Homogeneity principle, what it says? LHS must be equal to RHS.
Yes.
That is the principle of homogeneity. That means left hand side equations must be equal to right hand side equations. Okay, na? Say for example, if I am taking S is equals to U into T plus half into A into T square. I need to check whether it is given equation is correct or not. That means for this one, if I'm going for analysis, LHS must be equal to RHS. That means S must be equal to UT. S must also be equal to half into A into T square. If both of them are equal, then they will be dimensionally correct. So let us try to see the first one. S is nothing but distance gather beta. Dimension of the distance is how much for me? L. That is equals to U is what beta? Velocity.
Yes, sir.
Velocity dimension is L T power minus 1 into
Yes, sir.
dimension of T is nothing but of your T.
T.
So this one and this one will get cancelled. So L is equals to L. So LHS is equals to RHS.
Yes, sir. So
Is that
it
clear?
has to satisfy the principle of homogeneity.
Yeah, it has to first satisfy the principle of your homogeneity part of relation. The same
Okay.
way, next equation, if I'm writing S is again equal to L. Next one, half is a dimensionless quantity, so we don't
Yes.
write any dimension. A is acceleration. Acceleration dimension is L T power minus 2 into T is nothing but of your T square. Again, this T square, T to the power of minus 2 will get cancelled. So L is equals to L. That means LHS is equals to RHS. So it
Yes.
is dimensionally correct. So it is a dimensionally correct part of relation. Pure number doesn't have any dimensions, but you try to remember that pure numbers have no dimensions. Pure numbers have no dimensions. I can write here pure numbers. Pure numbers has no dimensions. Even trigonometric values also have no dimension. Exponentials also have no dimensions part of relation. Is it clear for you?
Yes.
Is it clear? So what is the second equation right now? You see here right now. So what is the given condition we got? It is based on the principle of your homogeneity. LHS must be equal to your RHS. In a given equation, LHS must be equal to your RHS. Then only it will be dimensionally correct part of relation. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Let me give you one example for this one. See this example. The displacement S of a particle in a time t is related as S is equals to alpha plus beta t plus gamma t square plus dou t cube. So need to simplify whether the given dimension is correct or not. So how do you do it out? You see this one. Question number 12. So what is the given equation here? The displacement S of a particle is in time t is related as S is equals to given for me. S is equals to how much beta? Alpha into alpha plus beta into t, beta into t plus of your gamma into t square plus of your dou into your t cube. So dimension of each terms on your right hand side must have the same dimension as that of your displacement. S is nothing but displacement, beta.
Yes.
Isn't it? So S must be equal to your S part of relation right now. So find the question for me is right now, what is the given question? Find the dimensions of alpha, beta, gamma, and tau. Find the dimensions of what? Alpha, beta, gamma, and as well as of your tau. So we know that S must be equal to our alpha. S is nothing but of your L. So that is equals to your alpha. So therefore, dimension of your alpha is equals to, this one is M0, L1, T0 and Raskocha. Can I write like that?
Yes, sir.
No, next one. S must be also equal to your beta into T beta. That means beta will be equal to how much for me? S by your T. S is represented by dimension beta L. Time is represented by T. So T will go up. So this one is L T power minus 1. So dimension of the beta is how much beta? M0 L T power minus 1. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
The next one. S must be also equal to how much beta? Gamma times of your T square. That means gamma will be equal to your S by your T square. S is nothing but what beta right now here? Displacement. So displacement dimension is L represented by T square. So this will go up. This is L T power minus 2. That means dimension of gamma will be, there is no mass property, mass is 0. L there is 1, T power minus of 2. I'm not writing any power, means the power of that one is always equals to 1.
1. Yes.
Okay, na? Next one is nothing but of your what beta? Dou into your 2 cube. S must be equal to your dou into your T cube. So dimension of your dou will be equal to your S by your T cube. So dimension of dou is nothing, S is nothing but L. This one is nothing but of your T cube. So that will be equal to L T power minus of your. So that are the dimensions of your dou. Dou dimension will become for me how much beta? This one is M0 L T power minus 3. So this is the dimension of your dou. This is the dimension of your gamma. This is the dimension of your beta. Then next one is nothing but this is the dimension of your alpha. Alpha dimension is equals to this much. Is that clear for you?
Yes, sir.
Next one, same way. The velocity v of a particle varies with the time t as v is equals to alpha into t plus beta into t square plus gamma by t plus s. See, you can add or subtract only the same physical quantities better. Make sure of that one. If you are adding
Yes, sir.
anything to the given physical quantity, means the dimensions of the both of them should be same, then only you can add or
But
you
it's
can
T plus
subtract.
L, right, sir?
Yeah, that means this s must be equal to your t only.
Yes,
Then
sir.
only you can add there, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now so let us try to do this one right now for this part of question. See, the velocity v of a particle varies with the time. So v is alpha t plus beta t square plus gamma pi t plus es. Find the dimensions of again alpha, beta, and gamma part of relation. So next question, number B in this one. So what is the dimensions given for me? Your dimensions of each equation must be equal to same. Given is v is equals to your alpha into t plus of your beta into your t square plus this one is gamma by your t plus of your s. That means v must be equal to how much beta? Alpha into t. Alpha will be equal to what beta? Velocity by your time. What is the dimension of velocity beta? What is the dimension of
L, sir.
velocity?
LT
LT power
power
minus
minus
1.
1. Yes, sir.
Velocity S is equal to V into T kada.
Yes, sir.
Velocity is equals to your distance by time. So this
Yes,
will
sir.
become for
L
me
by
LT
T.
power minus 1
Yes, sir.
divided by
L
T.
by T.
So dimension of your alpha will become for me how much? LT power. This will go up. That will become
Minus
for me
2.
minus 2.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
So dimension of your alpha we got as of your LT power minus 2. This is your 1. Next one. What is the next one better right now for me? V must be equal to beta into your t square. So I need the dimensions of your beta. So beta will be equal to your V by your t square. Dimension of velocity is how much beta? L t power minus 1
1.
divided by this one is
T
your t
square.
square.
Yes.
T will go up. So dimension of the
T
beta
cube.
will be equal to how much beta? L t power minus 3. So that will be your answer for this one. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Third one. What is the third one, beta? Velocity must be equal to your gamma by t
S.
plus of your
T.
s.
Yes.
So we can add only if dimensions of both are same. Dimensions of both are same. That means dimension of your s is equal to how much here right now? Whatever you are adding right now here, the dimension of this one will be equal to how much beta? T. So s will be equal to your t. Okay, then only you can add. So gamma will be equal to how much beta? Gamma will be equal to your V into, I can write this one as total term T. So dimension of your V is how much? LT power minus 1 into this one is nothing but how much for me beta? T. How much I'm getting this one?
They'll get cancelled, sir. T and T.
Yeah, this one get cancelled. So dimension of gamma will be equal to how much for me here? Okay, now
Yes,
see
sir.
when I'm adding this one means we can add if and only if both of them are having dimensions of the same condition.
So we are
Someone asked me
assuming
what
they're
is the
same, sir.
dimension of S? Yeah, what is the dimension of S means that will be equal to what beta? Time.
Yes, sir.
Then only you can add. That means this total term dimension is always T for me.
Okay, sir. Sir, so if we get something like this, we have to assume that they're equal.
Yeah, if you are adding anything, that means whatever the physical quantity you know it, the dimension of that thing which you are added should also have the same dimension. Then only you
Yes,
can
sir.
add it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if I ask you to make a curry of tomato, you need to take only 2 tomatoes or 3 tomatoes at a time to make a curry of that one.
Yes,
You can't add, like say for example, potato or brinjals or any other to the
yes,
given
sir.
condition.
Yes.
So you can add only the same quantities, isn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
So if I ask you to make a curry of tomato, I'll never ask you that how many tomatoes have you made it to make it a curry for me. You're
Okay,
using
yes.
1 tomato, you're using 10 tomatoes, that is immaterial for me.
Yes.
But whatever you keep for me, I'll take only that much which is required for me. That
Yes.
means if you're adding anything to this given physical quantity, means the dimension of this S must be equal to your T only. Then only you can add it. Otherwise, it will be dimensionally not correct.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
I hope you got rough idea related to that one. How do you calculate the dimensions? Let
Yes,
me give
sir.
you one more example too. So let me give you one more example. I'm doing right now here. Insert page. This one. The displacement of the particle is given by S is equal to A into sine omega t minus kx, where t is in second and x is in meter. Find the dimensions of omega and as well as of your k. We need to find out the dimensions of your omega and as well as of your k part of relation. See the given equation for me. What is the given equation right now? See here. Given equation is S is equals to your A into your, this one is sine omega t minus of k into x. Okay, make sure that trigonometric values have no dimensions. They have no dimensions. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Trigonometric values have no dimension. That means I can write here omega t minus of your k into x is what, beta? Is dimensionless.
Okay, because it's
Can I write like
partition.
this?
Yes, sir.
Sine into omega t minus kx means sine is a trigonometric value, so it is a dimensionless quantity.
Yes.
That means omega t is what? Omega t is your dimensionless.
Yes.
Omega t is dimension. That means omega will be equal to, if I take this one, so this will become how much with me better? Dimensionless means m0, l0, t0 divided by t. So dimension of omega will become how much for me beta? 1 by capital T, that will be equal to t power minus 1. So dimension of omega will become how much for me? M0, L0, t
T
power
power
minus 1. Is that clear?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Isn't it? The
Yes,
same
sir.
way, k into x is also dimensionless beta.
Yes, sir.
K into x is also dimensionless. So k into your x is also your dimensionless. It
But
is
here
also
K is
your
temperature, sir.
dimensionless. Yeah, k will be equal to 1 by x kada.
Yes,
1
sir.
by x అంటే ఏంది 1 by l కదా, and that will
Yes, sir.
become for me l t power minus 1.
Okay.
So dimension of the k will be equal to l t
M0.
power minus 1.
Yes, sir. M0 L
Is it
minus
clear?
1
Yeah,
T0.
clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
So we got the dimension of omega and we got the dimension of your k part relation. He was asking the same only, na? Find the dimension of omega and k.
Yes, sir.
Next question. The velocity of the particle is given by v is equals to v naught exponential to the power of minus lambda into t. Where t is in time, find the dimensions of v naught and lambda. Find the dimensions of v naught and lambda. E is nothing but what beta? Exponentials. So you also write here one more term, number b in this one. Power of exponentials. Power of your any exponential is dimensionless beta. Is dimensionless. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Power of any exponential is always dimensionless. That means lambda to the power of t is what for me? Dimensionless. Ante kada?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear beta?
Yes.
See, exponential to the power is a dimensionless. That means lambda into t is your dimensionless constant. That means lambda will be equal to how much beta? 1 by t. That means that will be equal to 1 by capital T. If I take t up, this will become for me t power minus 1. So dimensions of your lambda will be equal to your m0, l0, t power minus 1. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Check it out once. Power of any exponential is always dimensionless. Power of any exponential is always dimensionless. So what is the power right now here beta? Given relation v is equals to v naught exponential to the power of minus lambda into t. Exponential power is dimensionless. So power is lambda into t, that is a dimensionless. So lambda, if I'm taking this t here, this will become 1 by t. So that is equals to t power minus 1. So dimension of lambda is t power minus 1, or you can write as m0 l0 t power minus 1. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
And you know that LHS must be equal to RHS.
RHS. Yes, sir.
LHS must be equal to your RHS. That
Yes.
means V must be equal to how much for me? V naught.
Yes,
V
sir.
is what? Velocity. So therefore V naught will be equal to how much for me? L t power minus 1
Minus
is the
1. Yes, sir.
dimensions of your V naught. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Pakka?
Yes, sir. Sir, so all dimensionless, we have to like keep it as dimensionless, and then we have to get the LHS to
This is
RHS.
dimensionlessness is 0 only, na beta?
Yes, sir.
This is 0 divided by t. That means t can go up, na?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? So it
And
is like
then
0 into 1 by t.
yes, sir.
Isn't it? So you are multiplying 0 with something, then the result will change or will remain same.
Sir, it will remain same, sir. 0 only.
That is the reason I'm putting this. So I'm doing the next one by page action, insert the page. Yeah. See this one. This is very important question. In the relation P is equals to alpha by beta exponential to the power of alpha z by k into theta. P is pressure, Z is height, K is your Boltzmann's constant, and theta is the temperature. Find the dimensions of alpha and beta. So read the question once again right now. We have got a relation P is equals to alpha by beta exponential to the power of alpha into Z divided by K into theta, where P is your pressure, Z is your height, K is your Boltzmann's constant, and theta is the temperature. Find the dimensions of your alpha and as well as of your beta part of your relation.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now
Yes,
see,
sir.
how do you write this one? See this one. You know that power of any exponential is how much beta?
It's
Power
dimensionless, sir.
of exponential is dimensionless.
Yes, sir.
Is dimensionless. That means alpha z divided by k into theta is equals to what beta? Dimensionless. Dimensionless. Okay. So I need the value of alpha. Alpha into what is z beta? What is a z? Z is your height.
Right.
Height dimension is nothing but length only, na?
Yes, sir.
This will be divided by k is your Boltzmann's constant beta.
Yes,
So what is
sir.
the Boltzmann's constant dimension? Have you remembered or forgot it? I told you yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Boltzmann's constant definition will be equal to your k, isn't it? So what is the
Yes.
Boltzmann's constant relation beta? PV is equals to your n into k into t. N is
Yes,
an
sir.
Avogadro number, no dimension. So k will be equal to how much for me? PV
PV
by
by
t.
T. Yes.
PV is nothing but pressure kabatti. What do you call that one? Work kabatti. M into what is the dimension of your work beta?
ML
Dimension of your work is m
MLT
into L
minus
square t power
minus
minus
2.
2
Yes.
divided by t. This
Yes,
t
sir.
will go up. So how much I'm getting this one? This is your
ML
m into L
square
square t
T
power
power minus 3.
minus
3, sir.
this is T is temperature, no?
Okay, yes, sir.
This
So,
temperature is represented by Kelvin K.
yes, sir. So that will
T
be
to the power of your
into K.
minus 2 into K power of your minus 1,
Yes, sir.
isn't it? So dimension of this one is here right now I'm writing. It is your m into L square T power minus 2 K power minus 1. That is the dimension of your Boltzmann's constant. Theta is nothing but what beta right now there?
It's the
What is
surface
theta
of
is telling in the problem? Temperature.
temperature. Yes, sir.
Temperature is represented by your Kelvin. That is nothing but K. That is your dimensionless. Isn't it? See this
Yes.
question. The relation P to P is equal to alpha by beta exponential to the power of alpha z divided by K into T. P is pressure. Z is your height. K is your Boltzmann's constant. And theta is the temperature.
Yes, sir.
Find the dimensions of alpha and beta.
So here
Find
we
the
can
dimensions
cancel
of
K
alpha
and
and
K,
beta.
right, sir?
Yeah. So now simplify this one, see beta. So if I simplify this one, see how much I'm getting right now.
K
Anything is
cancel.
getting cancelled.
K
This
and
L
K.
and this square will get cancelled. M will go up right now for me. So dimension of your M will be equal to how much beta?
M to the power
Alpha, I
minus
need
1.
the dimension. So this will go here right now. So alpha will be equal to your, this will be equal to your M. And what is the dimension of L you see right now? This one is here right now. L, this will go here.
Sir, won't
So it is nothing
M
but your
become
M into your L.
sir, won't
Yeah.
M become
Then T
M
will
to the
become
power
how much for
minus
me?
1, sir?
T to the power of minus, this will be the 2. Because this our everything is going here, na?
Sir, M won't it okay, it'll remain the same.
It will remain same only, na? So it
Yes,
is
sir.
going in this direction right now.
And K we can cancel,
So
right,
this
sir?
one, K and K will get cancelled. So dimension of alpha, how much I'm getting? Alpha is equal to ML T power minus 2. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. P is equals to, you know that LHS must be equal to RHS.
Yes, sir.
This is anyhow dimensionless quantity.
Yes,
So
sir.
P will be equal to alpha by beta. Second one is that one. Dimensions P must be equal to alpha by beta. LHS must be equal to your RHS for the given
Yes.
equation. Then only it will be dimensionally correct.
Yes.
P is pressure. So I need the dimension of beta. Beta is equals to alpha divided by pressure. Dimension of alpha already I got here. That is M L T power minus 2 divided by pressure. Pressure dimension. Dimension of pressure. Pressure is what beta? Pressure is equals to force by area.
Yes, sir.
Force dimension is nothing but how much for me? M into L T power minus 2 divided by area is nothing but L square. This
Yes.
L and this will get cancelled. So dimension is M L power minus 1 T power minus 2. So this one is your M L power minus 1 T power minus 2.
Yes, sir.
This M gets cancelled. Still anything else?
We go.
T power minus 2, T power minus 2 gets cancelled.
Yes, sir.
This L power minus 1 will go
Minus
off. So
1
that will become how much?
square, sir.
L square.
Yes, sir.
So dimension of beta will be equal to your L square.
Yes, sir.
Here,
Yes, sir.
see it once again.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
so that was about your second use of the dimension. So what is the second use of a dimension? I told you better. It is used to check the dimensionness of your correctness of a given equation. LHS must be equal to your RHS particle ratio. The next one is see right now for me. Third use of this one. Third use is for this one is to establish the relation between different physical quantities. Like say if I give you that and say that so and so depend on so and so, you can tell me the relation, Dada.
Yes, sir.
You are having relatives. If I know what is exactly your relation with your friend, maybe or with your cousin, I can tell you what he will be to your father. I can tell you what he will be for your mother.
Yes,
Can I
sir.
tell it or not?
Yes,
Anna,
sir.
మీ పిన్ని కొడుకు ఉన్నాడు అనుకో నీ పిన్ని కొడుకు if you tell me that he is so and so for me, I can tell that who is that fellow for your mom or for your dad.
Yes, sir.
Can I tell her that, like can I give the relation like that or no?
Yes, sir. You can, sir.
So if I know the dependence, I can get the relation between the different physical quantity. So that is the third use of your dimension beta. So third use is used for what? Establishing. It is used for establishing relation among different physical quantities. Different physical quantities. Antara? So this is your third use. So what is the third use right now? It is used to establish the relationship among your different physical quantities. That means if I know the dependence of any one physical quantity, I can tell that how it will be related to other one. Like say for example, if a physical quantity, say for example, capital A, something, capital A depends on three physical quantities. Depends on your three physical quantities. Like say X, Y, and Z. Okay. And the relation is product type beta. And the relation will be what? Product type. That means we need to multiply this. I'll tell you with the detailed examples also. Don't bother.
Yes.
Isn't it? So now we can write that A is proportional to your X to the power of your A. A is proportional to your Y to the power of B. And A is proportional to Z to the power of C. Anything you can tell. Oh no, the powers you can give anything better. It can be 1, 2, 3 also you can give. No problem.
Yes.
You can give this one as of your PQRS also you can give. So combining all that, I can write that A is proportional to your X to the power of your A, Y to the power of your B, and Z to the power of what? C.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now putting the dimensions of X, Y, and Z, because if I know the physical quantity, I should also know the dimensions of that one. Then equate for the given condition. That means A will be equal to some constant K, removing this proportionality constant. So this will be your X to the power of your A, Y to the power of your B, and Z to the power of your C. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? So what is the third dimensions, or what is the third use of the dimension beta? It is used to give the relationship. So if a physical quantity A depends on three physical quantities X, Y, Z, then the result is always for what type beta for me? A product type for me. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Let me give you one example. You know simple pendulum relation, beta? What is a simple pendulum formula? Time period of a simple pendulum. T is equals to simple pendulum formula, na?
Yes, sir. 2 pi by under
2
root
pi under root of your L by G.
by g. Yes, sir.
And for the spring, T is equals to 2 pi under root of M by K.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So now say for example, if I'm saying that, example, time period of simple pendulum. Time period of your simple pendulum, capital T, depends on length of pendulum, say for example capital L, and acceleration due to gravity. And acceleration due to gravity G. So have you got the dependence of this one, beta? What is telling? Time period is depending on what, beta? Time period is depending on what? L to the power of A. Time period is also proportional to what is telling? Gravity. That is nothing but G to the power of P. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
Now combining these two equations, how do you write? T is proportional to L to the power of your A and G to the power of your B. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
So now T is equals to, removing the proportionality constant K, into this one is your L to the power of your A and G to the power of your B. Okay. Now
Yes,
tell
sir.
me what is the dimensions of your time, beta? This is nothing but time period only, no? So dimensions of your time period will be equal to how much, beta? M0, L0, T power 1.
Yes, sir.
So that is equals to some constant, I don't know. Length dimension. Length is nothing but length only. So it
Yes.
is L to the power of A. G is acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity formula. A is equals to V by T is acceleration, beta. V
Yes, sir.
means LT to the power of -1 divided by T. That means the dimension is LT power -2. So this one is LT power -2 to the power of your B. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
Now, see this one, how do you writing? So this one is your M0. This one is your L0. This is T power 1 is equals to some K into. This one is here, how much will be the L to the power of your A. This one is L to the power of your B. Sorry, this one will be your L to the power of your B. Then next one is T to the power of your, this one is how much for me? Minus of
Minus
your
2.
2B. Can I write like
Yes,
this?
sir.
See, compare the powers. So this will be equal to K. This L and this L is common. So it is L to the power of,
AB.
I can write this one as A
A
plus
plus
B.
B.
This one is T to the power of, this will
Minus
become
2.
for me minus of 2B.
Yes, sir.
Now compare the powers on LHS and RHS. Comparing powers on LHS and RHS. So now if I compare the powers on LHS and RHS, A plus B, L ki L. So what is the dimension of L here? A plus B will be equal to 0. Then dimension of T minus 2B will be equal to 1. That means B will be equal to how much, beta? Minus of 1 by 2.
Yes, sir.
Then if I know minus of 1 by 2, I can get the value of A.
Yes, sir.
So A, this one
Substituting.
is plus minus 1 by 2 is equals to 0.
Yes,
That
sir.
means A will be equal to how much for me? 1 by 2.
1 by 2. Yes.
So I got the value of A and B, beta.
Yes, sir.
So now substitute in the assumption which he has given for me. So time period is depending on what, beta? This is the relation we got right now here. This is the relation. Na?
Yes.
So substitute the value of your A and as well as of your B. So that will be equal to how much for me? T is equals to some constant K into your, this one is L. L to the power of A. A value how much I got? 1 by 2. Then G to the power of this one, how much we got? Minus 1 by 2.
Yes, sir.
So I can write this
Under
one as
root of.
T is equals to some constant K. This I can take under root of your, this one is how much for me? L by G.
By
Can I
G.
write like this?
Yes, sir.
So this constant is experimental value.
Okay,
We know
yes,
that
sir.
value is experimental. T is equals to 2 pi under root of your L by your G. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this will be the relation. T is
Sir,
equals to 2 pi under root of your L by G.
sir, only 2 minutes is there, sir. So I'll be
Okay,
here.
today time limit is coming up.
Yes, sir. Today,
You can
yesterday.
rejoin again once again.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? These are the basic three uses of the dimensions beta. So then I'll try to do a lot number of numericals for you. Then ultimately I'm writing one small condition right now. See here, uses or limitations. You please rejoin if it is getting closed.
Okay, sir.
Uses of your dimensional analysis. Limitations of your dimensional analysis. Uses, I already told you, we have got 3 units. One is to convert the units, another one is to check the correctness, and third one is to derive the relation between them.
Yes.
Now, what are the limitations of this one? So what are the limitations you see right now? The first limitation is we cannot determine the value of dimensionless constants beta. Okay, you can just check the dimension uses for this one beta. Trigonometric values, logarithmic values, and exponential have no dimensions. The first one is trigonometric values, logarithms, and exponentials. And exponentials have no dimensions. Okay, number